Hi, I'm Denise, and today we're going to do some chair yoga. And before we start, a few things. One, you're going to need a chair. Two, I want you to be able to have your feet flat to the floor. So if you have a couple of blocks that you could use to set your feet on to make sure they're flat, or if you don't have a block, maybe you have a pillow on your couch or a folded up blanket to where you can sit down and put your feet flat on that. So we're going to start, and sitting tall, I want you to lift your ribs up out of the waist and just broaden the chest. Draw the collarbones away from each other. Drop your shoulders down your back. So we're going to start with some breathing here just to quiet our minds, and then we're going to be moving into some movements. Most of it's going to be done on the chair. We will be coming up to standing, but I want you to make sure that you stay close to a chair, or you can also use a table if you're by a table also. So let's start. So sitting tall, again, lengthening through your spine, drawing the shoulders back and down. Now you can either just look straight ahead, finding a focal point to look at, or you can softly close your eyes. But I want you just to start to come into your breath and just breathe naturally. If possible, breathing with your nose. So I want you to take a deep inhale in through your nose and just take a long exhale out through your nose. Now as you breathe, I want you to see if you can imagine that you're fogging up a window or a mirror with your mouth closed. So as you're exhaling, you're creating a soft sound in the back of the throat. And take a full deep inhale in. Long exhale out. And again, see if you can create a soft sound in the back of your throat. What you're feeling is a slight tightening of the larynx. And be aware as you breathe not to clench your teeth. So if the breath isn't coming for you as far as making that sound, just be aware to take as full a deep breaths as what you comfortably can, and using your nose if you can. The reason why I stress using your nose is because it makes you actually work the lower lobes of your lungs, and again, we're strengthening the respiratory system. But if it is uncomfortable for you to take an inhale in through your nose because of maybe sinus issues, colds, allergies, then use your mouth to breathe if you need to. That will create less stress on your body. So, sitting tall. Arms hanging down alongside the body. We're going to move into our first movement here, again using our breath. So I want you to take a nice full deep inhale and a long slow exhale. And then as you inhale, I want you to reach your arms up above your head as high as what's comfortable for you. And if you can, tip your head up to look to the ceiling. Now make fists and really reach towards the ceiling, and we're going to hold here and we're going to breathe full deep breaths. And again, create that soft sound in the back of your throat if you can. And reach a little bit higher as you breathe. Really creating length through your arms and down along your spine. Now with your next exhale, I want you just to slowly release your arms down and bring them all the way down. And then again, just let them hang so the shoulders are relaxed, and take a full breath. Now as you inhale, we're going to do this again. Bring your arms up. Really reaching up, lift that head up if you can. Know that you can always just look straight ahead, but reach a little bit higher here as you breathe. Be aware, don't clench your teeth, jaw stays relaxed, breath is soft. Do one more breath. Then as you exhale, release your arms down. And just let your arms hang. Take a full breath. We're going to do it one more time. So now as you inhale, bring your arms up and just move with your breath. Don't feel that you need to be rushed. And reach a little bit higher. Lift that head up if you can. Create a little more length through your spine. Reaching a little bit higher. Feel that energy moving through your arms, through your shoulders. Now with your next exhale, just slowly release your arms down. And then as you bring your arms down, bring your hands into your lap so your shoulders can soften down away from your ears. Now just sit tall, and I want you to take a full breath. So now we're going to do some elbow circles. So I want you to bring fingertips to your shoulders. And staying with our breath, again, sitting tall. As you inhale, circle your elbows back. And again, just do the movement that is comfortable for your body. And also know that if you start to get tired, just release and just sit and breathe. We're going to do 2 more breaths. And then we're going to release our hands to our lap. Again, soften the shoulders and take a full breath. Now on your inhale, bring your fingertips back to your shoulders. And we're going to circle forward, or the opposite direction. So if you're circling forward, you should be feeling your upper back, your rear shoulders really loosening, warming up. And breathe, don't hold your breath. 2 more breaths. And then with your exhale, slowly release your hands to your lap and just sit tall and breathe. So now we're going to do some shoulder circles. So I want you, again, to hang your arms down alongside your body. Always knowing to sit nice and tall. The reason why I want you to sit nice and tall, not only is it helping you to improve your posture and strengthening through your back and strengthening the upper back and opening your chest, but it's making us being able to breathe nice, full, deep breaths. Because when we start to slouch, internal organs, everything gets jammed into each other and we're not able to fully breathe properly. So always being aware, taking inventory of how you are sitting as we go through this. But arms are relaxed down alongside the body. So again, we're going to work on our shoulders, doing some shoulder circles. So let's just take a breath here. Then with your next inhale, I want you to lift your shoulders to your ears and circle them back as you exhale. And inhale, lift them to your ears and circle back as you exhale. So you can just keep drawing these circles and really loosening the front of your shoulder and chest area here. 2 more breaths. Now as you exhale, I just want you to let your arms relax. Take a breath here. And then as you inhale, lifting your shoulders to your ears, circle them forward and down. So lifting them up and circle forward and down. And just moving with your breath. And make as large a circles as what you comfortably can. And 2 more breaths. 1 more breath, 1 more circle. And then finishing that circle, bring your hands to your lap and just sit nice and tall, shoulders relaxed. So now we're going to move into an arm swing. This is going to open through the chest. It's going to strengthen your back, and it's going to help to strengthen through your arms and your shoulders. And again, we will be lifting the head up if possible. So we're going to start with our arms extended out in front of us with your palms together. And you may just want to sit and watch this first. I'll go through it, and then you can join in. Dropping your chin down to your chest. Now with the inhale, we're going to open the body, so we're going to lift the chest towards the ceiling. We're going to open the arms out and up, and if you can, you're going to lift the head looking to the ceiling. And then with a long exhale, we're going to drop the chin in the chest. I want you to round your back, arms coming in front of you again as your palms come together. So use your inhale to lift and to open you. Use your exhale to round and to close. And inhale, lift and open. Use your exhale to round and close. Now we're going to do 2 more breaths. Keep moving with that breath. Nice deep inhale. Really lift the heart. Lift the chin. Exhale, round your back. Arms out in front, palms together, dropping the chin. Inhale, lift and open. And exhale, round and close. And then just releasing your hands to your lap. And we're going to sit nice and tall. Again, shoulders drawn back and down. And I'm going to take a second just to look at my little cheat sheet. So I want to make sure that we get all of this in here. So we're going to do arm circles. Arm circles are going to strengthen your arms, strengthen your shoulders, and increase the mobility in your shoulders. And again, stop whenever you become tired. Don't feel that you need to keep doing this just because I'm still doing it. But I want you to sit tall again, feet flat, lift the chest, and draw the shoulders back to open your chest, and just take a breath. Now with your next inhale, extend your arms out, and then if you can, I want you to press through your palms like you're saying stop with your hands. And then sitting tall, as you inhale, circle your arms back. Doesn't matter how big or small the circles are. Just continue to breathe, nice full deep breaths. You can jaw staying relaxed, your forehead is relaxed, we're releasing tension where it doesn't need to be. We're going to do one more circle here. And then as you exhale, just releasing your hands to your lap, again softening those shoulders, and take a full breath. Now with your next inhale, extend those arms back out, and remember, press through those palms because you're going to really feel that you lengthen and open underneath those arms. Now inhale, circle forward or the opposite direction, and breathe. Soften through the face, relaxing where you don't need to hold tightness. Keeping that breath smooth and rhythmic. And remember, if those arms start to get tired, just bring your hands to your lap and sit and breathe. Do one more breath. And then releasing your hands to your lap. And just take a nice full deep breath. So now we're going to do what is called a frog pose. And we're going to do this 3 times. The purpose of the frog pose is to loosen, to limber the spine, increasing the circulation in your spine. So we're going to place our hands, just having your legs together, the hands like on your knees, top of your knees. And again, you may want to watch this, and then you can join in as we go through this. So we're going to take an inhale, and we're going to lift the chest up. You're going to arc your back. You're going to lift the head up if you can. On your exhale, we're going to round the back. We're going to drop the chin to the chest. And with your inhale, lift your chest up. So lift the sternum towards the ceiling. Arc your back, lift the head if you can, drop your shoulders down. Exhale, now drop the chin to the chest, round your back, a nice long breath. Take a deep inhale and lift the chest back up. Just really breathe deep here. Long exhale as you round your back, drop the chin. And let's do one more. So inhale, lifting up. Again, we're loosening and limbering our spine, improving the circulation. Exhale, rounding your back, dropping that chin. And then with your inhale, just bring yourself up, sitting nice and tall. So that was our frog pose. So now we are going to do a side stretch. So letting your arms hang down alongside the body. And again, we're going to do this 2 or 3 times. And each time that we do it, creating a little more length if possible, and being aware not to force your body, just a nice stretch. So sitting tall, arms relaxed. Again, just start with taking a breath here. Then as you inhale, I want you to bring your right arm right alongside your ear. And then exhale, just let your left fingertips draw down towards the earth. Now that top arm can rest on your head. It doesn't have to. And just create a nice stretch down your side. Take some nice deep breaths. And keep drawing those fingertips towards the floor. Be aware that you're not turning your chest down to face to the floor. Keep your chest, your torso open to that front wall. Now as you inhale, bring your body up. You're going to use your exhale. As you exhale slowly, just slowly, comfortably, carefully release your arm down. Now inhale, bring your left arm up. Exhale, we're going to draw those right fingertips towards the floor. And breathe. Just look softly to a focal point straight ahead. Jaw staying relaxed. Keep letting those fingertips draw down towards the earth. We're going to do one more breath. And then as you inhale, just a nice deep inhale, just slowly bring your body up. And then exhale, just slowly release your arm down. So these movements are very just slow and controlled for your body. So now we're going to do this again, and maybe we can take ourselves a little deeper into this. So sit tall, take a nice deep breath, and then with your inhale, bring your arm up alongside your ear. Exhale, let those fingertips, the opposite fingertips, draw towards the floor. It doesn't matter what arm, just Be here and breathe. And just feel what is happening here. Just a nice stretch moving down your side. And again, be aware of your body. You know, you may be sitting fairly tall. That's okay. I just want you to feel a nice stretch moving down your body. Now with your inhale, nice deep inhale, just slowly bring yourself back up. And then as you exhale, just slowly release your arm down. Now your following inhale is going to bring the opposite arm up. As you exhale, we're just going to slowly lean to the side, bringing those fingertips towards the floor. Remember, chest stays open. We're not turning down towards the floor. Just a nice stretch. Each breath may take you just a tiny bit deeper into this, but be aware that it's comfortable for you. Do one more breath. And then as you inhale, slowly bring your body up. And using your exhale, slowly releasing that arm down. All right. Now bring your hands back to your lap. Again, just kind of let the shoulders be soft and relaxed, and just sit tall and just take a nice deep breath. So now we're going to move a little more into focusing on our spine, our torso, sides of our torso, our oblique muscles. And we're going to start with an elbow twist. So I want you to stack your hands on top of each other, right in line with the center of your chest, about 6 inches away. Elbow is up in line with the shoulders, elbow is in line with your wrists. So we're going to twist, we're going to turn right at our navel. I want you to watch me for a second. Be aware as you turn that you're not shifting your hips in your chair to turn your body. Keep your hips square facing to the front, and you're only going to turn at that navel. And again, depending on your body, your flexibility, range of motion, maybe a smaller movement. Just be nice to yourself. Again, just a nice twist moving up your spine. So sit tall, hands stacked on top of each other. Take an inhale. Exhale. I want you to turn to the right. Just a nice twist. Hips are staying still. And you still should be able to breathe. Nice full deep breaths. So as we go through any of these movements, if you notice that you're starting to take short snatches of breath, or if that breath is becoming jerky and jagged, you need to back out of what you're doing until you're able to breathe just smooth, deep breaths. It's just your body telling you it's not comfortable where you're putting it. So now with your next inhale, slowly come back to center. And then with your exhale, I want you to gently rotate to the left, right at your navel. Sit tall, don't shift your hips. Soften the shoulders down your back. And if you can always look over that shoulder to get a little more movement in your neck. Breathe. Do one more full breath. Now on your inhale, come back to center. And then as you exhale, just release your hands down. And just be here, take a couple of breaths here. So we're going to get ready to do another twist here. This one's going to take us a little deeper into our twist. But same thing, be aware that you're not shifting your hips, always keeping the lower body still. So coming into a full twist, we're going to be turning to the right. I'm going to take my left hand to the outside of my right leg, or maybe you can even grab the edge of the chair. Your right hand can either go behind your chair, or maybe it's more comfortable if you just keep it behind your back. Again, this is just all based on your body and what's comfortable for you. I'm going to bring my arm behind the chair, but you can always just keep it right behind you. Now again, sit tall, keep your hips facing in the front. Taking an inhale. As you exhale, I want you to gently rotate. And again, if you can, turn your head, getting some movement in that neck, and look to the farthest corner that you can see, and that's going to help strengthen the muscles in your eyes. Now you should still be able to breathe, nice full deep breaths. And that left hand that's holding on to that chair leg, you can maybe just grip that a little more so you get a little deeper, but remember, it should not be painful. Now with your next inhale, I want you to slowly bring yourself to center. And when you come to center, just stay there, hands to your lap, and just take a breath. Now we're going to take it to the opposite side. So take your right hand to the outside of that leg, left arm either behind your back or behind the chair. Really sit tall, nice and long. Now as you exhale, gently rotate to the left. And if you can, looking over the shoulder or just turning your head to your comfort. And being aware that you're not tipping your head back or to the side, so your neck is staying straight. Just a nice long line from your tailbone to the crown of your head. And look to the farthest corner that you can see as you breathe. And do one more breath. And then as you inhale, again, just slowly bring yourself forward and just sit tall and take a full breath. So that was our full twist. Seated knee squeeze. We are going to lengthen and stretch through the back of our leg, maybe our lower back area. So it's sitting tall, and again, this may be very limited movement, but just working with your body. Taking an inhale, as you exhale, I want you to see if you can draw that right knee somewhere towards your chest. And you can always slide a little more forward or the center of your chair, and just draw that knee up. And if you can, drop your forehead down towards your knee. Again, that leg may not lift very high, just work with your body. Soften your shoulders down your back. Keep that chin dropped to the chest, being aware, don't clench your teeth. Breathe nice deep breaths. See if you can feel your rib cage expanding as you inhale. Long, slow exhales. Now with your next inhale, I want you to lift your head, bring your body up, and release your leg. And let's just take a breath here. So taking an inhale, as you exhale, you're going to bring the opposite leg up. And just take a hold of that leg. And if you're able to, you can always kind of cheat and put that foot up on your chair. But just bringing that leg up again, it may not lift very high. Drop the chin to the chest, forehead drawing towards your knees. Soften your shoulders so you're not pulling or holding them up to your ears. Jaw stays relaxed. And then with your inhale, you're going to bring your body up. And exhale, we're going to release. And just sitting nice and tall. Take a breath. So every time I have you take a breath in between these movements, it's just to let your body rest for a second. So now we're going to focus on our ankles. Strengthening our ankles, improving the flexibility of our ankles, so hopefully we won't fall as much. Part of the reason as we're going through this is to help to work on our creating strength in our body, to work on our balance, and working on our ankles so there's a little more flexibility in them. So if you happen to do kind of step off to the side, hopefully it won't be as traumatic for the body. So again, just sitting tall. I want you to extend your right leg out. And then as you inhale, I want you to draw your toes down towards the floor. And exhale, I want you to flex that foot, pressing through your heels so your toes are coming towards your shin. And inhale, point your foot. And exhale, flex your foot. And remember to sit tall. Nice deep inhale through your nose as you point. Long exhale out through your nose as you flex. Do 2 more breaths, moving your foot with your breath. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. And inhale, point. And exhale, flex. Now on an inhale, I want you to point your foot, and holding that, we're going to draw a circle. So just circle in the same direction. And to be honest with you, some of these circles, depending on what side of the body you're working with, may actually feel more like squares. But just work with your body. Do 1 more circle here. Now take in the opposite direction. And breathe. And remember, we sit tall. We want to work on improving our posture. We want to work on strengthening our lungs, our respiratory system. 1 more circle. And then we're going to release. All right. Taking a breath, just letting the body rest. And then we're going to extend that left leg. And as you inhale, you're going to point your foot. And exhale, you're going to flex. And inhale, you're going to point. And exhale, you're going to flex. And inhale, point. And exhale, flex. And just work with your body. Again, being aware of your range of motion. Remember, the movement should be comfortable. You're not creating pain. We're going to do one more breath here. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Now on your inhale, I want you to point that foot and use that big toe and see if you can draw circles in the same direction. In your breathing, don't hold your breath. And remember, one side of your body is always different. It's always going to work a little different. Now reverse the direction. And just loosening the ankle. And do one more breath, one more circle. And then we're going to release. All right. So, checking my sheet again to make sure that I get everything in here. So we need to do a seated leg lift. This is going to help strengthen the front of your thighs, which will help to improve the health of your knees. When you're sitting, you do need to have your hips right to the back of the chair. Being aware, though, as we do this, I don't want you to be pushing your back into the chair. Again, sitting tall, because we don't want to use the chair to really help us hold our leg up. We want to use the muscles in our leg to help us hold the leg up. And being aware of your body, again, this may be a very small lift, depending on your body. But sit tall, keep the shoulders relaxed, extending that leg, and then I want you to see if you can lift that leg. And through time, we're actually striving to see if we can bring that leg off of the seat of the chair. But it may need to stay there for right now. But sit tall and breathe. I don't want you to be gripping the chair. I want you to keep those shoulders relaxed. Just a soft gaze straight ahead. Keep your jaw relaxed. You may feel that leg quivering. It's just the muscles working in that leg. Do one more breath. And then with your exhale, you're going to release. And again, keep in mind that you can stop any time, because I know some of these can be very tiring for your body. So sitting tall, take a full breath. Now with your next inhale, extend your left leg or the opposite leg. And just see how high you can lift that leg again without pushing back into the chair with your back. Keep the shoulders soft and relaxed and breathe. And again, if that leg starts to get tired, just let the foot come to the floor and just sit and breathe. With your next exhale, we're going to release. And again, you should have hopefully have felt those muscles working in the front of that thigh. So that was our seated leg lift, and that's something, as we go through this, know that you can do this practice daily for your body. So we're going to do a folded forward pose. So sitting tall, what's going to happen? Your hands on your legs, we're just going to slide our hands down our legs to bring the head towards the floor. And again, depending on your body, this may be a very small movement, but we're going to feel as you may open and lengthen and stretch through your lower back down into the back of your hips here. But sitting tall, again, let's take a breath. Now take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, just let your hands begin to slide down your legs. And just let your head hang. Soften through the shoulders. I want you to really breathe deep. See if you can move your breath towards your lower back, expanding your rib cage. And do one more breath here. And then with your inhale, just slowly slide those hands back up. Coming back up to sitting. Draw the shoulders back, slide them down your back, and take a full breath. So now we are going to get ready to come up to standing, and when we do come up to standing, I want you to make sure that you either are standing by a table or a chair, something that you can grab a hold of in case you start to lose your balance, okay? So come along the side of your chair or stand by a table. And know that if you need to hold on to an object, I want you just to have a light hold, maybe like 1 or 2 fingers. I don't want you to do like a white knuckle grip on anything if you can possibly not do that. Again, some of these movements that we're going to do is going to help improve our balance. And we want to use our body as much as possible in these poses versus really using assistance from an object. So just standing tall. So standing tall, as we were sitting, I mentioned about creating a plumb line. So same thing as we're standing, you know, a plumb line from the center of your ear to your shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, so we're not, you know, slouched down. Just lift and lengthen. Open the chest, again, draw the collarbones away from each other. Soften your shoulders down your back, so you're really opening. So we're gonna focus on strengthening our legs and our ankles here. This is a tiptoe balance. So again, you may wanna use a chair, but very light hold. And as we go through this, maybe play with, you know, maybe the hand can come just a few centimeters off the chair as we go through this. But standing tall, look straight ahead, take a nice deep breath. Just inhale and exhale. And then as you inhale, I want you to lift your heels. So you're coming up onto your toes, but only lift to your comfort. And then with an exhale, just slowly, I want you to slowly lower it down. So we're moving with our breath here. It's not a fast movement. Deep inhale, we're gonna lift our heels. Long exhale as you lower. Deep inhale as you lift. And be aware, depending on your inhales, you may actually be up on your tippy toes for a couple of seconds, which is a good thing. And then as you exhale, slowly lower down. And inhale, lift. So again, staying up on those tippy toes for a few seconds to really strengthen and to work on our balance. And as you exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, you're gonna lift. Exhale, lowering. We're going to do one more breath, so we're going to do one more tiptoe balance. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. So now we're going to do a tiptoe balance, and I'm actually going to have you balance. So we're actually going to hold our heels up for just a few seconds. Again, use the chair if you need to. But stand tall, really center the weight in your feet. So press down through those big toes and your little toes. Now as you inhale, lift those heels up only to however high it's comfortable for you. And I want you to be here and breathe. Just look straight ahead. Now soften the shoulders, soften your face. Again, if you can, maybe play with bringing your hand off of the chair or the table. Just breathe. And do one more breath. And then as you exhale, again, just slowly releasing down. And then just kind of shake it out if you need to. So we're going to stay with working on improving our balance and strengthening our legs here. So the next 2 poses that we're going to do is going to focus on a lot of our balance. So we did a seated leg lift just a little bit ago. So now we're going to do a standing leg lift. And again, if you like, you can hold on to something. Just be very aware as we are doing this, as you lift your leg, I don't want you to lean back with your upper body. Your shoulders should always be right stacked over your hips. Looking straight ahead, again, stand tall, create that plumb line. And the big toe on your standing foot, really press it down into the earth. The fleshy part of that big toe, press it down. Now, as you inhale, see if you can lift your right leg up. And know that it doesn't have to lift very high. But again, through time, as you lift that leg, I want you to be aware that you're just using the muscles in your leg, that you don't start to lean back and use your torso or upper body. So that chest should actually draw towards your leg. Again, shoulders and hips in alignment. And just stand and breathe. And again, just hold however high that you can. Nice full deep breaths. Again, work on having as light a hold on an object as you possibly can. If possible, you'd actually have your hands on your hips here. Do one more breath. And then with your exhale, we're going to release. And again, just take a second to kind of shake things out. Now, opposite side, so really press down through that big toe on the opposite foot. You're going to stand tall, and then as you inhale, you're going to lift that leg. And again, just lift to your comfort. Hands can be your hips, or you can take a hold of that chair or table that you're by. And breathe. Now remember, we're not feeling the body, upper body pulling backwards. The chest draws towards that leg, but we're still tall. Shoulders are staying soft. Now on your exhale, we're going to release. And again, just shake it out. So now we're going to do a tree pose. We're going to pretend that we are a tree. And I'm sure some of you, if all of you, probably have seen this on the front of a magazine or somewhere. But again, using a chair or a table if you like. We're going to bring the bottom of the foot on the inside of the leg. So as I do that, so some of you may have shoes on, some of you may be in bare feet or socks. Any is fine. Knowing that some people need to have shoes on, but if possible, a lot of these standing poses would be excellent if you could do them in bare feet. If you do have socks on, make sure you're kind of on like carpet, so you're not going to be sliding, so don't be standing on linoleum with your socks on. But coming into our tree pose, the bottom of your foot comes on the inside of the leg. Now you can modify keeping your toes down on the floor here. You can bring the foot up on the lower leg. Do not put your foot against your knee, because then you're going to be putting pressure against your knee. Some people may be able to put the bottom of your foot onto the inner thigh. Again, it's what is comfortable for your body. Just stay away from that knee area. And there's nothing wrong with keeping your toes to the floor. But as we do this, again, I want you to look straight ahead. Gently press your leg into the bottom of your foot so you're not shifting into your hips. You shouldn't be leaning into that chair. Stand tall. Lift the chest, draw the shoulders back and down. Now, you can bring one hand in prayer position. If the body will allow, you'll bring both hands in prayer position. You can stay here. Through time, you're going to bring your arms above your head, or it may be more comfortable for you to bring your arms apart. Remember that you are doing what is comfortable for your body. You may need to keep one hand on your chair. Now, as you stand here, looking to that focal point, feel what's happening through your body. So that knee, if it's pointing more in front of you, see if you can actually draw it more out to the side. So as we strengthen our standing leg, you're opening through that right hip. We're working on strengthening our ankle. We're working on improving our balance. And just staying grounded to the earth. Do one more breath. And with your exhale, you're going to release. And again, just shake it out. And remember, always stop when you need to. So if you feel that I'm holding these too long, you can just stop and stand and breathe and join back in whenever you're ready. So opposite foot. So we're going to stand on our right foot. We're going to press that big toe down. We're going to bring the bottom of our left foot on the inside of that leg. Again, you can start with your toes down. Remember, just stay away from your knee. Standing nice and tall. So now my knee is pointing out towards the chair. If possible, again, not having it forward. But again, this is all going to depend on your body. But just try to bring it facing out to the sidewall as comfortably as what you can. Either holding the chair, one hand in prayer, or bringing both hands in prayer. So you are feeling that you are grounded to the earth. Centering that weight throughout your standing foot so that big toe and little toe is pressing down into the earth. And as you look to your focal point, be aware that you're not locking your standing knee. And use that chair for assistance if you need to. Just keep coming back to your breath. Do one more breath. And with your exhale, you're going to release. All right, so that's our tree pose. Again, just kind of shake things out. So tree pose, mountain pose. This is probably one of the easiest poses that we have. Because we're just going to stand tall on our feet, knowing that the chair is there for assistance if you like. We're going to spread the toes, the big toes, little toes press down, the outside of your heels press down. And we're going to stack our bones in this pose. So again, we're not going to round, we're not going to slouch. We're going to soften our knees so we're not locking our joints. We're going to lift our ribs up, we're going to lift the chest up. Again, we're going to draw the collarbones away from each other, draw the shoulders back, and then slide them down your back. Imagine that you're sliding your shoulders down into back pockets. Look softly straight ahead. So again, we create that plumb line. So mountain pose, it's going to help ground us, and it's going to help to improve our posture. And we're going to breathe deep down into the lower lobes of our lungs, and just not into the chest, and you're using your nose, if possible, to breathe. And just do one more breath here. Really feel as you are standing tall and being grounded to the earth. And then we're going to release. Perfect. So that's your mountain pose, always grounding you. So now we are going to do some warrior poses. And as we go through these next poses, I may be moving my chair around a little bit, and I will be giving you time to kind of do the same thing. So we're going to start with warrior one. I'm actually going to move the chair in front of me. And as you stand behind your chair, I want you to take your left foot back so you have a little more wider stance here. Because we are going to be bending our front knee, but your back heel, don't lift it off the floor, it should press down into the earth. Your hips should be square to your front leg so you're not turning out to the side wall. Now the reason why I brought this chair here is because you may want to hold on to it and just be right here. Or you can bring one arm up and look straight ahead. Or if you can, lift your head up. Or maybe you can bring both arms up, palms together or apart. And I want you to breathe. Now as you look to a focal point, I want you to be aware that you're feeling that your front knee is bent, stacked over your heel. Be aware that you don't feel it collapsing inward, so you're going to shift your knee towards that little toe. You can lift the head if you can. And if you're using that chair, just a light hold. Do one more breath. And then with your exhale, just slowly release your arms down if you had them up. And then just bring your feet together. And we're going to do that on the opposite side. So we're going to step our right foot back. And generally through time, your feet become about 3.5, 4 feet apart, but just work with your body. Bending that knee, again, keep it right in line with your heel. Don't let it go past your toes because then you're putting more stress in the joint than what needs to be. Hips square to the front leg. Press through that back heel. And bring one or both arms up. Lift your head up if you can. Soften your shoulders down your back. Jaws relaxed. Breathe full breaths. Expanding your rib cage as you breathe. Driving your back heel into the earth, drawing a nice straight line from that heel up towards your fingertips. Do one more breath. And then as you exhale, you're going to release. And then just step your feet together. I'm going to turn a little bit at an angle here. We're going to come into warrior 3. And again, I want you to be standing behind your chair, using the chair in case you need it. Warrior 3, again, is going to be a balancing pose. So we're going to step our left foot back. And we're going to bend that right knee. So it's actually the same setup that we just came from in warrior 1. We're going to press into that front foot. And if possible, you're going to lift your back leg off the floor. Straightening through your front leg, but don't lock your knee. Your leg's gonna be straight, but just don't lock the joint. Now, if possible, you can slide that chair out. Arms can be straight. Maybe you can hold one arm up alongside the ear, or maybe both arms will come. And through time, that back leg is going to lift. But work with your body. Again, be aware as you lift your leg, not to turn your body out to the side. Feel that the front of your hips face down to the floor. And just lift your leg however is comfortable for you. It doesn't have to be that big of a lift. Be aware of your body and what you are doing here. Always keep coming back to your breath. Softness in your standing knee. Now with your next exhale, I want you to lower that back foot. And just bring your feet together. And let's step our right foot back. You can lay hold of the chair. Take an inhale. Exhale, you're going to lift that back leg. Straightening through your front leg, but again, don't lock your knee. Just a little softness. And if possible, bring the arm or arms alongside the ear. Maybe lift that back leg a little higher. Full breath. Soften the shoulders down your back. So even as you have your arms extended alongside your ears, don't pull your shoulders up to your ears. Keep your shoulders sliding down your back towards your tailbone. So we're not creating extra tension. I want you to soften and relax where you may be holding tightness. Jaw stays soft. Now as you exhale, and I just want you to slowly release and come up to standing. And that was warrior 3. And side angle pose. So we're going to do a side angle pose, and we're going to do a wide-legged pose, and then I'm going to take you through a relaxation. Side angle pose, again using the chair, and I'll just stay at an angle here. We're going to step the right foot back, and you're actually going to open your body to a side wall. So your back foot should be open and straight, your pelvic area, your hips are open. Front knee is going to be bent. It's right in line with your heel. Keep it right in line with your second toe, so don't let your knee pull in, because again, that's going to put a lot of stress in your joint. Always keep your knee in line with that toe. Again, those legs through time, we're going to keep coming a little bit farther apart, but just work with your body. Be nice to yourself. Now you can use a chair. You can have your hand on a chair. So we're going to bring this opposite arm up over our ear. And what I just did may not be comfortable for you. You may want to sweep your arm out and up. But open your torso to that sidewall. Now the hand can stay on the chair, or maybe the forearm will come down onto your thigh. You can either turn and look up to the ceiling, or you can look out to the sidewall. Just be aware, don't drop your ear down to your shoulder. Keep your neck straight with your spine. And reach your fingers away from your back foot. Back leg should be nice and long and straight, really hugging the muscles in the leg towards the bone. And do one more breath. And then as you inhale, I just want you to slowly bring yourself up. So now we're going to take it to the opposite side. So I'm going to move my chair to the opposite side. So now my right foot is 90, right foot is straight, my back foot, again, be aware that you're not turning it in, it should be open. Pelvic area is open. I'm going to bend that right knee. Hand can be to the chair. I'm going to bring that arm up and out, and the palm, guys, should face down to the floor. And if you can, look to the ceiling. Now again, you can hold on to that chair, or you can place that forearm to your thigh. Now reach those top fingers away from your back foot. And maybe through time, that back foot will slide just a little bit farther away from you. Jaw staying soft. Shoulders are soft. You're not feeling your front knee collapsing in. Line it with your second toe. Do one more breath. And then on an inhale, again, just slowly kind of bring yourself out of the pose. So now we're going to do a wide-legged pose. Before I turn my chair around, wide-legged pose is exactly that. Your feet are wide, your feet are straight. And you can use the back of the chair. We're just going to be folding forward. Or you can place your hands on the seat of the chair. So either using the back or having the hands on the seat. Bring your feet wide, have your feet be straight, so don't turn your toes out. Just look straight ahead, take an inhale. On your exhale, I want you to hinge at your hip, just letting your upper body drop down between your legs. Now again, don't lock your knees, keep softness in your joints. If possible, your fingers may be able to come down onto the floor, or maybe you have a pillow or a block there. And just breathe nice full deep breaths. Remember, those hands can stay up on the chair. We're not shifting the hips back. Keep your hips over your ankles, so don't shift your body back. You should have weight in your toes. Shoulders are soft. Do one more breath. As you inhale, I want you just to look out to the horizon, create some length, and then exhale, just walk those feet in towards each other and come on up to standing. And that was our wide-legged pose. So now, the best part of the practice is a relaxation. So we're going to come to sitting. And I just want you to sit tall. And again, I want you to have your feet be flat on the floor. So if you're not able to have them flat on the floor, please place them on something. And I want you just to lean back into the chair. And I want you to soften those shoulders. So just kind of really relax in your chair, but again, be aware, don't slouch if you can help it. Keep the chest open. Now just softly close your eyes. And then take an inhale in through your nose. Sigh out through your mouth as you exhale. Take an inhale in through your nose. Sigh out through your mouth as you exhale. And then when you're ready, just let your body breathe itself. And I want you to keep your eyes softly closed. And I'm going to talk you through a relaxation here. So I just want you to let your body breathe itself, natural, normal breaths. And begin to relax the muscles throughout your toes. And feel as that relaxation may flow through the bottoms of your feet. And relax the calf muscles. And relax the hamstrings. Relax throughout the front of your thighs. And relax your glutes. Feel as they settle into your chair. And relax through the lower back. And relax through the center of your back. And relax throughout your upper back. Relax through the upper arms, and relax through your forearms, and relax through the wrists and your fingers. And soften the inside of your stomach, and relax across the chest, and relax throughout your neck. Relax the forehead. Relax the eyes. Relax the jaw. And just feel as your body melts into your chair. then wiggle your fingers and toes to slowly awaken your body. And keeping your eyes closed, just let your arms hang down alongside your body. And with the inhale, just bring your arms up alongside your head. Just really reach those fingertips towards the ceiling. And then exhale, bring your arms down. Just bring your hands into your lap. And softly or slowly opening your eyes. And that was our chair yoga for today. I hope you have a great day, and namaste.